Aware, welcome back guys to the greatest show that you're watching right now. My name is Jean-Claude Downing. It's good to have you back. I know, it's been a while. It's nice to see you again. If you're new to the channel, it's nice to meet you. If you're returning, it's fucking sick to see you again, bro.
I love you.
And I gotta be honest, I miss the old Kanye. But about Lyrical Lemonade. When I say those two words, that double entendre, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For me, it's something like this. But am I the only one that feels like it's not what it used to be anymore? Now guys, just a quick disclaimer, these are just my thoughts as a die-hard Lyrical Lemonade fan from South Africa. I'm almost 100% sure that the thoughts of an American or someone from Thailand or Europe, from each person to person is going to be super different. But just for me personally, Lyrical Lemonade has always been a musical hub of discovery and of culture. Lyrical Lemonade started in 2013, but it wasn't up until 2017 when it really took off. Back then it wasn't just a stamp of approval, it was the stamp of approval, especially in the hip-hop community. I mean, the fact that a South African is making a video about the old Lyrical Lemonade versus the new one, I think says it all. Lyrical Lemonade wasn't just about music videos. It was a cultural movement every week or so. You knew when you saw that little yellow cart and you were in for a fucking treat. Cole Bennett was just a white kid from cornfields that had a knack for taking run and gun music videos and taking them to a level that was literally competing with music industry titans. He turned those run and gun music videos into viral sensations. There are literally too many moments to list when a Cole Bennett video just went super viral. We can go all the way back to Famous Dex, Jack Harlow, Lucid Dreams, JID's track with J. Cole, a personal favorite of mine. D-Rose, there's too many. It got to the point where YouTube was being flooded with how to make Cole Bennett styled music videos. Whether it was for his grittiness or his run and gun style or just his shot selection, people were on his fucking case. A lot of those videos that he made back then shaped an entire era of music video directors. Back then it felt like Lyrical Lemonade was about putting on artists that were on the verge of blowing up. The type of artist that just needed that extra little push to get put into the mainstream limelight. And Cole's taste? Impeccable. We all loved what he was doing back then. He wasn't just creating music videos, he was curating an entire sound for a whole generation to listen to and fall in love with. A Redditor summed it up perfectly by saying, "I remember when getting a video would make your song a hit. Nowadays, getting a hit song, a music video, is what pushes these vids over a mill." And I mean, he was just starting out, so what can you really expect? And this all led to one of the coolest moments in directorial history, which also just so happens to be the part where I think the nail was hit on the head. The Lyrical Lemonade album. Now this album was crack, don't get me wrong. I was up there smoking that album, you know what I'm saying? I was loving that album, bro, when it came out. And it did what many thought was impossible or just thought a director doesn't do. Curate an entire project from videos to cover art to who's going to be on it to sitting there in studio and helping with the music as well. We got that album, baby. We got that album. And while some critics thought that it lacked consistency, that was what I loved most about the project. Asking an album with so many different artists on to be consistent the entire way through is like asking a room full of random people to all talk about the same thing. It's not gonna work. The album reminded me of Brockhampton in the sense of how I got a rush from the collaborations that were happening on the album. For example, the Jack Harlow and Dave song. That collaboration was super crazy for me personally. I really enjoyed the song. But I don't find myself going back to that song. It was cool in the moment because of the collaboration. But besides that, both artists did kind of what I expected them to do on that beat. The album unfortunately also proved something. Lyrical Lemonade is a whale in the ocean that is the music industry. The album was jam-packed with superstars and legends like Chief Keef. But nobody surprised me. The songs were really good, but I wasn't surprised. And overall, it just felt very safe. Too safe, in my opinion. And I just miss being surprised by Cole Bennett. Lyrical Lemonade used to feel like Cole Bennett's personal playlist. It wasn't about who was the biggest or who had the most buzz going on social media. People like Jack Harlow, Juice WRLD, Ski Mask, Slump God, all of these artists, while still having fans, were still not spoken about. I didn't know who Jack Harlow was until What's Poppin' came out. And that put me onto him. The same for Juice WRLD. Here in South Africa, I didn't know who Juice WRLD was until Cole Bennett put me on. Now I will say Cole Bennett did recently drop a music video with Shababi, Show Off. And he can be attributed with putting the world onto Yeet, Kosher, Babytron. But nowadays, as a South African, I see Rap TV posting about these artists before Cole Bennett is making a music video with them. And if those fuckers are posting about it, do we even really want to see a music video from them? Take Ian for example. He was all over TikTok and social media before I saw the Lyrical Lemonade music video. And while the music video was still hella sick, I loved the cosign, I loved the shot through the window, I thought that was fucking sick. I'd already heard about it. Same as Big X The Plug, same as Netspend, they were all on the radar before, so it's like, you're too late. You know, we've already seen it. Whereas like I said, this is just from a South African standpoint. With the other guys that came earlier in the previous years, I didn't know who those guys were. And I guess you can also attribute it's now 5 years since then, 7 years, you know, like there's more like that good shit, show and tell, fucking on the radar, all those types of things. There's also on the block, you know, there's all these new things that are putting us on, which I guess is taking the place of Cole Bennett because now he's working with these big artists. But I miss it, dog. I fucking miss it. Now, I think we do also have to talk about the new visuals because they're super different from the beginning to now. Personally, I really like the new Lyrical Lemonade directors. I think they're doing a good job. I think the shot selection is sick. I think the color grading is crazy. It definitely looks more like a cinematic type thing than a run and gun type situation. Something I wish we could see from these new directors though would be if they start bringing in some artists that they've maybe worked with in the past that they really fuck with and think is really talented. I think it would bring such a nice variety to the Lyrical Lemonade soundtrack. One negative thing that I did see someone post on Reddit was this. Maybe because I'm no longer a teenager, but his stuff from 2016, 2017 felt way more authentic. His new stuff feels so corporate now. I still make a pilgrimage to the D Rose video every couple of months though. And I hear what this kid is saying. I hear this kid. Old Lyrical Lemonade videos were very in your face. Often you felt like you were right there next to Cole Bennett watching these guys perform because it was sometimes shot just like in their living room and stuff like that with just crazy effects that would just blow your mind for that time. Kind of like you were just on an acid trip with Cole Bennett while he was shooting this music video. That's what a lot of them felt like at that time. And now they're, like I said, super cinematic, for a better choice of words. And I mean, with growth comes money. I mean, Cole Bennett's got a fucking office, you know what I mean? With a basketball court inside. Like, obviously the videos are also going to become a lot more high budget. So I guess it all just comes down to taste. Like I said, I like the new videos quite a lot and where the new directors are taking it. I would like to see maybe a hint of some of that older Cole Bennett. I used to love the overlay stuff, the like I don't know if it was hand drawn or if it was just done in program. I never watched the Cole Bennett how to make Cole Bennett music videos YouTube tutorials. So yeah, I never figured that out, but you know, I miss some of that stuff. One of my favorite songs from that era was the J. Cole and JID song Off These. And that had hella cool little like mouth drawings and stuff like that. And I wish we could see a little bit more of that. I think it would bring back some of that authenticity. And I will also give credit where credit is due. I watched the new Shababi Show Off music video, and Cole Bennett is still up there with some of the best storytellers. The video that he did for Shababi reminded me of, oh no, not more Morlocks from The Big Bang Theory. And I thought it was a hella cool music video. That one felt very meet in the middle because it was still like goofy and because that's kind of what he's kind of known for. Not goofy, but just having fun in the moment, I would say, is what Cole Bennett is like best known for. Doing what feels right in the moment. And yeah, the latest music video was really cool. It had a really cool story. So yeah, credit where credit's due. Lyrical Lemonade was the place for dreamers in the music industry. It showed us that a kid with just a Sony could go head to head with major record labels. It wasn't just about shooting music videos. He was literally inspiring an entire generation of video lovers, music lovers, camera lovers, whatever lover falls into that industry, he was inspiring them somehow. If you were into it, you knew who Cole Bennett was. You weren't just watching Lyrical Lemonade. You were being inspired by Cole Bennett. I mean, fuck. The reason why I started shooting music videos was because of his iPhone video. I was always into Cole Bennett, but when he dropped that, I was like, bet, dude. If Cole Bennett's saying you can do it with an iPhone, then fuck it. You can do it with an iPhone. And that's why Lyrical Lemonade matters to me. Because I wanted to still inspire more people. I have younger brothers, and I've shown them Cole Bennett. They know I love Cole Bennett. So I would love for him to still be inspiring more generations and not just now cut it off at people that have turned fucking 22, you know? So I also watched the behind the scenes for the Shababi show off music video. And Cole said this.
Back on set, trying to be as selective as possible with the projects I personally take on, because I want to be able to, lend my heart to it and my eye to it in a way that feels focused and organized.
Am I tripping or am I in the future, dog? But from the sounds of it, I think we're going to get a lot more of Cole Bennett's taste this year. Who knows? Maybe doing all those things for those big artists was so he could get up his bag so he could fund some new adventures, you know? I don't know shit. Except that what he said in that little mini interview thing made me really happy and excited for what's to come for Lyrical Lemonade. Something else that I think would be really cool for Lyrical Lemonade to do would be more international artists. I think that his collaboration with Central C proved that the world wants Lyrical Lemonade, not just America. And yes, I do understand traveling is expensive and all those good things, but I'm pretty sure if, lower the budget in some of the music videos, a little bit more run and gun every now and then, I'm sure a lot of people would offer Cole Bennett and his team a place to stay and shit like that, I think it would be really cool to see. It's just something that I'm putting out into the universe, you know what I'm saying? And furthermore, and lastly, I'm just a fan. And I think it's okay to want more from your heroes. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm just like, let's see some fresh faces on that Lyrical Lemonade carton this year, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of talented guys that I've seen. I mean, yeah, Cole Bennett inspired me to run this thing called Vending Machine, where I was like doing journalism, Nardwar style for independent artists. So, and I'm sure a lot of you watching this are into some really good independent artists that you feel the same, that if they just chucked a bone, they would go crazy. They would go crazy in the mainstream. And yeah, I would just love to see a little bit of that this year from Cole Bennett, I think, like how he used to. Because he's really in that position right now to change music and change musicians' lives. So, I miss the old Lyrical Lemonade. But I'm proud of what it's become. But who gives a fuck what I think? What do you think? Do you think Lyrical Lemonade is the same as what it used to be? Still a discovery hub? Or is it now just like some corporate giant that's just basically doing what the big man tells them to do? Because I'll tell you, the people on Reddit are undecided. So I would love to know your thoughts, please. Once again, my name is Jean-Claude Downing. It's been lovely seeing you O's. I'll see you guys real soon. I'm coming hard now that I'm, pause. I'm going to be coming... Shit, stop saying it. Stop saying that fucking word. I am going to be doing videos this year more often than usual. Not a set schedule, but definitely every 2 weeks. So it might be like 2 every 2 weeks or 1 every 2 weeks. There will definitely be 1 every 2 weeks. As you guys know, it's always going to be these trippy topics. I'm going to be doing some stuff about how like Seinfeld had some of the best styles in sitcom history, some movie review stuff, some more music stuff about like how do animals hear music and things like that, Yeah, I'm into sciencey shit, but I'm also into movies and games and things like that. I also want to talk about like the history of the Minecraft soundtrack, like some weirder stuff, but I'm sure you guys will really dig it. It's fucking sick to see yours again. I'll check you real soon. Hope you're making movies, hope you're taking photos, hope you're making music, hope you're modeling, hope you're doing all that stuff, bro. Stay mad, stay magical, and I'll check you soon. Peace.
The ending was terrific.